Consolaki, how about Shemi al Shabbat, Shem Kakadash, giving all praise, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and the Son, devil the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to all you Akim out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts and for the love of the gospel. All right, this is the brother Shamaria. All right, of GMS Gary, Indiana, and this is a part 2 to the lesson I did, to the open forum that I did just now. The phone cut off because I had lack of storage. I had to delete some things, and I apologize for that. But just doing a part 2 to it. The first video is going to be open forum, and this one's going to be open forum part 2, and hopefully, Lord willing, they should be right behind each other. And if in the event that they're not right behind each other, then my YouTube page is GMS Iconoclast. All right, all one word. Just in case, if you want to see both parts, they'll be right behind each other. I'll upload them back to back. So without further ado, this is 1 Corinthians 12. And is it 13 or is it 12? I think it's 13. Slovakia. There it is. 10 and 13. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to men. So it's common to men. So all of these temptations that you're going through are likened unto other temptations that man has gone through. No temptation upon the earth is you the first one to ever go through it. All right. So you can never say, "Oh, y'all don't understand what I'm talking about." No, someone on the earth has went through this. All right, and you're not the first one. So it says, "There have no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. That Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able." So the Lord is not going to tempt you above your abilities to take. All right, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So the Lord is going to give you a way of escape, that you may be able to bear the temptation that He's going to give to you, that He's putting upon you, that He's giving to you. All right, but it all starts with your mind. It all starts with your spirit. Proverbs 18 says the spirit in man will sustain his infirmities. Proverbs 18:14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? So your spirit is going to sustain your infirmity. So if you go into affliction with a ready mind, I know the Lord is sitting this upon me because I deserve it. I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to soldier through it. Because whether you like it or not, if you're serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, you're going to go through temptation. All right, I believe it's 1 Timothy 2 and 12. It says, "All they that will live godly shall suffer persecution." I'm gonna look. It says suffer. Type in suffer in 1 Timothy. It's actually in 2 Timothy. See, I get them mixed up. 2 Timothy. I don't know what 2 and 12 but I know it says, "All they that will live godly in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution." There it is. 3 and 12. I thought it was 2 and 12. 2 Timothy 3 and 12. Yeah, and all that will live godly in Mashiach Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. And when you suffer persecution, you're supposed to take it with a cheerful heart, because you know that the Lord deal with you as He deal with sons. All right, because the Lord said, "Don't be mad when the Lord chastises you." Speaking through the words of Job, this is Job 5 and 19. And it says, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in the 7th there shall no evil touch you. So, Slakia, going up. So when the Lord chasts you, you're not supposed to be mad at it. This is Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. So how do you get corrected? You get hit with a stick. If you're going the wrong way, you're gonna get hit with a rod. All right, and this is not gonna be pleasant, man. It's gonna be hard. But you gotta know, you gotta understand that the Lord is correcting me because He likened me into His Son. You understand? So it says, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastising of the Almighty. It says, for He makes sore and bindeth up. He woundeth, and His hands make whole. So he makes sore and He bindeth up. He wound and His hands make whole. So He gonna hurt you, but He also gonna mend you back together. All right, you gotta have an open mind when you gotta be open minded to this truth. You can't just look at things one sided, man. All right, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subject unto the Father of spirits and live? So we gotta be subject. We listen to our fleshly fathers when He correct you, when He pop you and whoop you because you did wrong. All right. But so we not much rather do the same thing for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, for they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but He for our profit. See, our fathers chasten us for their own pleasure. All right. You crying, get a whooping. All right. You don't finish your food, get a whooping. You don't do this, that, and the third. You don't do what I say, get a whooping. You take the garbage out, get a whooping. But the Lord is for our profit. He's going to chasten us to make us better in the spirit and live, because the word live means to be quickened. All right, you gotta have the spirit to spiritually live, to really live. It says that we may be partakers of His holiness. Now, no chastening of the present seemeth to be joyous, so it's not gonna feel good. It says, but grievous. It's gonna feel grievous. It's gonna feel as though that the Lord is going as your enemy. All right, but it says, nevertheless, afterward it yield the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them that are exercised thereby. All right, so it's gonna feel bad, but it yield the peaceable fruit of righteousness. All right, so the Lord is gonna chasten you like He chastened His own Son, man. All right, going up to 7 or 6, Hebrews 12:6. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom He receiveth. If ye endure chastising, God dealeth with you as He dealeth with sons. For what son is whom the Father chasteneth not? You know, so you are a partaker of the Lord's holiness if He chasten you, man. So despise not the chastising of the Almighty. Why? Because when you chastise, man, you're not supposed to be crying about it, man. All right, it's okay to weep, but you're not supposed to be complaining, I should say. Lord, why you doing this to me? Lord, I've been all for you. Slocky, that was a yawn, a little tired. 2 Timothy 2 and 3. I love this scripture. 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please Him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So you gotta please the Lord, man. You can't keep entangling yourself with the affairs of this life, being emotional, all right, or being equally yoked with unbelievers. You know, you gotta constantly follow righteousness, meekness, love, brotherhood, patience, faith, hope, fasting, prayer. Constantly do these things to please Him that chose you to be a soldier. All right. You know, that was mainly it. You know, and I got all the other scriptures that was on my mind. I got in the first video, but like I said, man, I'm gonna post them back to back. And if you can't find the part 2 or the part 1, my page is GMS Iconoclast. All right, icon O classed. Okay, GMS in front of that, all one word. And if hope this video is edifying to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I'll say shalom.